Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the broadcast today. The Cleveland-based E-City recently started the Entrepreneurship Preparatory School, and co-founders John Zitzner and Marshall Emerson are here to talk about E-City and the Entrepreneurship Preparatory School. Then Matt Sebastian and Tracy Cortis of the Diabetes Association of Greater Cleveland will be here talking about the upcoming Swim for Diabetes event. And on the broadcast also today, Keith Lofton and Marquita Rogers are here to discuss the Ohio State University Young Scholars Program. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope, and so we begin. Beginning with a couple of the good guys here, John Zitzner and Marshall Emerson sitting on the outside. They're from the Entrepreneurship Preparatory School. Both of you are co-founders. Good to have you both with us.
Thanks for having us on.
Tell me, what is the Entrepreneurship and Preparatory School?
Entrepreneurship Preparatory School is a 6th through 12th grade public community charter school sponsored by the Cleveland Municipal School District. So we'll be starting with 6th graders only this year.
Just beginning.
Just beginning, although Marshall has significant experience in starting up a school like this.
Yeah, Marshall, tell me, what made you want to do this? Why did you want to found a school like this?
Well, I've been working with a great urban charter school in Cincinnati, Ohio, the W.E.B. Du Bois Academy, for the last 4 years. Gained a lot of experience. We had a lot of autonomy with our curriculum, actually creating our own curriculum, hiring our own teachers. Had a lot of flexibility with student schedules and that sort of thing. It just gives us the autonomy to make changes when necessary, minus a lot of the bureaucracy. And so, it's really focused and centered around education reform.
You got 6th through 12th grades.
Actually, in Cincinnati, it's K through 10th grade now.
But right here?
Here, it's 6th through 12th grade, yes.
What are we going to be teaching there? What are we going to see? How is it going to be different?
It's college preparatory, so the students will be required to take, of course, the same amount of academics, the same academics that you'll see in most high schools, but it's going to be a little bit different because our school day is a lot longer. So we have more time on task. It's a 10-hour school day. We start at 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. After school tutoring if necessary, Saturday school if necessary. And students will be required to wear uniforms, jackets and ties. It's a very structured and orderly environment.
We were talking just before we began the program today, John, you and I, and you used the phrase, the big push. Now, what is the big push? What's the big push on?
Well, the push now, of course, is to get in front of parents and students, because it's important to fill up that first founding class of 6th graders so that they will stay together and graduate together and go off to college together. So the push is on now because we have to alert parents to this great opportunity. And once they find out about it, we have a 100% close rate.
Yeah. Are you looking at a specific curriculum that will gear these children or prepare these children for something other than, of course, going to college? Sure. Well, but are you putting the attention and the focus on a specific curriculum?
No, it's focused on academics. What we do is we just have more time on task. Of course, we have to make sure that we pass our state standardized tests and that sort of thing, but that's just the floor. What we're doing is making sure that our students graduate from high school with a college acceptance letter and a business plan in their hand. We just want our students to be able to compete with other students across the country. So they're not just competing with CMSD students for slots for college, but everyone else.
When does this begin?
Opening day is August 23rd.
Getting ready for the new school year.
That's exactly right.
And where are we going to be located?
The school is located right in the Shorebank facility, which is at 540 East 105th, just north of St. Clair and south of Bracknell. And we'll have the 4th floor, and we'll start the renovation in just a couple of months.
If you drive north along East 105th Street, just
correct.
Before you get the bridge going into Bracknell.
That's exactly
If you
right.
go into Bracknell, you've gone too far.
Right.
Back
Turn
up
around.
and come back.
That's exactly right.
What do you want to happen for these kids?
I want to be able to see my kids graduate from college in 2017. I want them to be well socialized, and I want them to be, by the time that they're 8th graders, I want them to be able to picture their outcomes and see themselves being successful. So I'm not just selling them a dream, but we can sell them this reality.
Let me put a telephone number on the screen. If we have not already done so, it is area code 216-881-0735, as you see at the bottom of the screen, or you can go to eprepschool.org, eprepschool.org, and you can get more information. When we talk about preparing these youngsters for college, what do you want them to be able to do when they come out of the 12th grade, out of this charter school, entrepreneurship preparatory school?
Well, the thing I'm excited about with this is, as Marshall said, we want them going off, get their college degree, but they're going to have a business plan in one hand and a college acceptance letter in the other. And what the dream is to have these kids go off to college, come back to Cleveland, come back to their neighborhoods, and start businesses and help the economic recovery of the city. That's the real dream.
Do you think that we're going to see more and more of this kind of thing?
Hopefully.
We're going to see. I mean, we ought to be putting emphasis on getting people ready for college anyway.
Of course.
How we slipped off on that banana peel, not getting people ready for school, I don't know, but that's another Leon Bibb commentary on another day. But what do you envision for this?
Well, I envision, of course, success for my students, success for teachers in our classrooms, and I want our students to, of course, go to college and then come back. We can't promise that because we want them to go off to college, graduate, and hopefully, because we're sponsored by the Cleveland Municipal School District, our doors are always open. They can come in, take a look at our professional development, and hopefully they'll take some of our best practices, and so we'll see this movement spreading across the city.
John, is there a price? Is there a cost?
It's a public charter school, so that it's absolutely tuition free to parents, and this will be funded not only by some state funding and federal, but really we have to raise a significant amount of money from the community, and it's going very well. The community is really stepping up, which is what has to happen in order for us to raise funds from
you
large
need
foundations.
that kind of support.
We must have it, and we will have it. We will have it. Most of the major foundations are stepping up. We've had very generous individuals writing checks. We raise $500,000 a year to run this, to send these kids to college and have them come back.
And if people want to write checks, they can still write checks.
They can keep writing them.
And they can send them to your office?
Just send them right in. You know, we want the mailbox full.
You're located at East 36th Street and Perkins Avenue.
That's the East City office.
Yeah,
right?
that's the East City offices. Right. But you can also call 881-0735 for any information on what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, and the next, there's a parent orientation that they should register for on March 21st.
At 6 o'clock. And then we have another one April 1st at 9 a.m. And that's going to be at the Shore Bank Building, East 105th, 540 East 105th.
So it's at 540 East 105th.
That's correct.
Okay.
So the parents and students should come that day to hear more about this.
Yeah, 540 East 105th Street. That'll be the location of the Entrepreneurship Preparatory School. 540 East 105th Street is right north of St. Clair on East 105th Street in the Glenville area. Thank you, gentlemen. We wish you well.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll see you.